it's realizing when the stories are going on in our head, when the narratives are going on in our head, who is it? Who's the one that is speaking during that particular season? Not that season, but it could be a season. But who's speaking? Is it the 5-year-old version of you? Is it the 10-year-old version of you? Is it the 15-year-old version of you? Is it the adult version of you? But being able to differentiate and identify which version of you is speaking. And is it the healthy, healed, or healing version of you, or is it still the injured, wounded version of you?
Welcome to the EQ Gangster Podcast, where you will learn practical tools to grow your mental and emotional health and intelligence to be the best version of yourself, both at work and at home. It is real, raw, and transformational. The journey of emotional growth isn't easy, but it's worth it. I believe in you. This episode is sponsored by Arrowhead Leadership Consulting. What are your organization's biggest pain points right now? Low EQ leaders, weak managers, toxic culture, high turnover, low engagement, leader development, lagging behind company growth, no company career path. Let us know if your organization needs leadership coaching, workshops, training, or keynotes. Visit arrowhead-leadership.com for more details. Arrowhead-leadership.com.
EQ Gangsters, I am thankful for sunshine and blue skies and different kinds of trees and beards and smiles and eyeballs, the ability to see and smell and touch and taste and hear the birds, clovers on the ground, buses and vehicles and stoplights and water and drinking water and showers and eyebrows. This episode is going to be about the voices, our narratives, our stories. And I was talking with a guy with a very, very similar story to mine. He's probably 10, 12 years younger than me. He has a soft background, special operations forces background. And, one of the things, he's been to a lot of therapy and coaching and stuff, and he's also a transformational life coach. And one of the things that he shared, and one of the practices that he participates in is oh man, I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, it's like studying the stories, studying the narratives that we have. And one of the things that he mentioned is, so one of the breakthrough, I think I've shared about probably the biggest breakthrough session I had. And all of my therapy and coaching sessions have been breakthroughs for me, or like revelational, that with different insights and stuff. But this one was one of the biggest breakthroughs I've ever had. And the therapist guy says, tell me about your childhood. But that wasn't, and he said, okay, that's great, but I don't want to hear it from the 50-year-old noble that's been studying EQ for 10 years. I want to hear from the 10-year-old noble that was going through that situation. And that's where my mind was blown, right? I'd never thought about that before, to look at my story from the perspective of my 10-year-old self. And and it was life-changing. And that is where and when my narrative that I've had for 4 decades of self-sabotage, self-hatred, and self-condemnation started. That was the origin story, was kind of during that season. And so kind of one of his this guy that I was in the gym with, working out with, he said, it's realizing when the stories are going on in our head, when the narratives are going on in our head, who is it? You know, who's the one that is speaking during that particular season? You know, that, I mean, not that season, but that, I mean, it could be a season. But who's speaking? Is it the 5-year-old version of you? Is it the 10-year-old version of you? Is it the 15-year-old version of you? Is it the adult version of you? But being able to differentiate and identify which version of you is speaking, and is it the healthy, healed, or healing version of you, or is it still the injured, wounded version of you, or distorted version of you, right? So is it grounded in truth, capital T truth? For me, that's God's word. Or is it not? Is it grounded in bias or opinion or hurt, or some sort of emotional wound, right? So that's the thing to be considering or thinking about. So that was really helpful for me is, can you identify who is doing the speaking when you are talking to yourself? What version of you is doing the talking? And so, can you identify it? How can you identify it? What questions do you need to ask? What emotional state do you need to be in to properly identify, which version is doing that speaking or that communicating? So that's something to just, to be thinking about, in your journey, as you're growing and healing and changing and stuff. So just wanted to pass that lesson off that I learned today during my gym session with a guy who was in there at the same time I was. Who's speaking, and how can you objectively maybe interview that narrative, that story that's going on at the time, so that it doesn't derail you, but it can inform and equip you and maybe empower you, and you can learn, which requires some reflection. So whose story are you listening to at that time? You are worth it. So grateful for you.